Operational work, we were based originally back on the Suez Canal, and I think the first dozen trips I did were more or less bombing Tobruk. Tobruk was the only decent port along the north coast of Africa there. Benghazi was much further along and Tripoli further along still. But our main target was Tobruk, which was supplying the German army, which at that stage had more or less reached Cairo. And after that we when Tobruk and the army advanced, I might say we operated El Alamein night. I remember that quite well, where we did 2 bombing trips. We were about 40 miles from the front line, and we heard the barrage start up as dusk fell, and we did a trip about 11 at night and another one about 2 in the morning. And we were directed to targets by flare carrying aircraft from Alexandria. They were fleet aircraft carrier machines, I gather. Can't think of their names. But at any rate, they dropped flares, and the greatest danger, I'd say, was not from enemy anti-aircraft or from night fighters, but from flying into another aircraft, because a flare would go down and there'd be about 20 Wellingtons operating, and they'd all immediately haste along and try and locate targets where the flares were dropped, and targets were, I'd say, enemy camps and enemy, I'd say, armour. But we had, I'd say, a frontline view of the Battle of El Alamein. And I must say the Australians, who were up on the coastal end, from appearance at that stage of the night, we could see the gunfire on the ground. They appeared to had made the most inroads onto the German lines.